when I think about the influence of our ancestry and the generations that have come before us, it directly connects with the pieces that are on the wall in the back left corner. And I'm going to explain that through a story. So, like I said, I'm playing for the Harlem Globetrotters. The two pieces in the back there are of the same woman. That is my grandmother. Her name is Lovely Hill. She's 93 years old. She still walks to the bar. But she was born in Harlem Hospital and did some modeling in the early 50s. She was the first black model for Clairol. She was one of the first black models for Pepsi. She modeled the cover of Jet magazine twice, amongst some other publications. And when she had her first daughter, she went into education and she retired from modeling. And so one day she went to the doctor, and the doctor told her that her ovaries were contaminated and that they needed to be removed. But this was at a time where sterilization of black women was rampant in the country. But at the same time, the mindset of black women in the early 50s, late 40s was whatever the doctor said went. Right. And so she still got on the schedule for the procedure. And a few days before the procedure was supposed to happen, Ebony magazine called and asked if she would come out of retirement to shoot a new cover for hats. So she skipped the procedure to have her ovaries removed. She shot the cover with Ebony magazine, and then shortly after that got pregnant with my mother. So, her decision to get back into modeling really saved my life and my mom's life and my siblings' lives and, everybody after that. And so that example right there highlights the intuition that black women in particular have, the decisions that they make, how they, influence the generations after them. They're the keepers of our history. They pass down culture, so many different things. And it's funny because I lived across the street from her for 25 years, for the first 25 years of my life. And I thought I knew everything that there was needed to know about her until I embarked on this new level of my artistic journey. And I got to learn so much more about her through having these very intentional and targeted conversations with the elder or one of the elders in my family. And so I think with that, for anybody who's here that still has access to the elders or the eldest in their family, have those conversations and document those conversations, because art is certainly a form of documenting that history, but you don't have to create the artwork. It could be as simple as, especially with the technology now, it could be as simple as, recording, like just taking out your phone, like recording a voice memo of that conversation. It doesn't have to be like super duper elaborate. So that's the first thing that I would say.